mainstream Shelby F-150 only get improves that account for the base 5.0-liter V8's newfound dual-injection port and aim system and 10-speed automatic. The supercharger is also revised slightly, delivering output to 755 horsepower up from 750 in 2017 and 700 in 2016. Other changes for 2018 include new 20-inch wheels up from 18s, new interior leather, and billet pedals. As testified, this changeover contributed $46,470 to an already spiffy base truck, delivering the grand total to $107,965. In other Shelby/Tuscany report, the mother company of Fox Shocks, which owns BDS Suspensions, recently purchased an 80% share of Tuscany. Speaking of BDS, it had a truck of its own on the present flooring. Tuscany Motor Company of Elkhart, Indiana comprises identifying privileges to Shelby conversions of Ford trucks, and is a regular participant in the Chicago Auto Show. This time it showed off a new Raptor-based entry to suit those for whom high standards Raptor is just too tame. This one lends a cold air intake, a lower restriction worry, a higher performing aluminum intercooler, and songs the whole thing to grow 525 horsepower and 610 pounds-feet up from 450 and 510. Other upgrades include custom-made symbols and lettering, 18-inch Shelby Raptor rotations, a suspension lift, a functional dual-intake ram air hood, custom bumpers, igniting, and a Shelby Baja bed chase spare tire rack. In all, this changeover lends $49,295, bringing the full amounts of the to $117,460. The biggest truck constructing its 2018 Chicago Auto Show debut has been shown at numerous other venues, having established its debut at the 2014 lead of the Daytona 500. It has also appeared at the SEMA show and elsewhere in the years since, journeying on massive 66x43x25-inch tires mounted to custom SWR rotations. It towers over every other vehicle on the Indicate story and weighs 10,000 pounds. The truck's 500 HP 5.7-liter TRD supercharged engine therefore makes it roughly the weight-to-power rate of high-standards heavy-duty dual-A diesel truck. The high-rise 4-link suspension is strictly custom-built with King Startles, 20-ton Clark planetary axles, and amply hydraulic front and rear steer. The truck was built to highlight Toyota's sponsorship of the Hiring Our Heroes initiative, which assists in placing recent armed ex-servicemen in civilian service. The ResumeEngine.org site helps convert a military register into a civil resume. That's reason enough to keep introducing the truck to brand new audiences. This factory concept was introduced in Vail, Colorado last November to highlight the brand's brand new relationship with Vail Resort, and perhaps it demonstrated that Nissan does not harbor exclusive rights to slapping track tramples on Chicago concept vehicles. The main feature is a full set of customized ways from Matrax that provides additional ground clearance and increased flotation when spanning soil, dirt, and deep powder. Basically, they allow this heavy-duty truck to get around a mountain the way a snow grooming machine does. Not astonishingly, the truck likewise features a wide variety of official GMC accessories, including a Sierra-branded athletic table, 3-inch off-road pace saloons, a soft roll-up to extend by Advantage, front and rear payment floor liners, a Thule hitch-mounted ski and motorcycle carrier, and a bunk extender by Lund. Considering that our coverage of Mercedes' crazy hovering G-Class 6x6 nearly broke the internet, we were keenly very interested in learning all about this similar give from Ford. More accurately, it's from Ford via Skeeter Brush Trucks of Hillsboro, Texas, which specializes in off-road emergency vehicles for first responders and rapid intervention components. One of its newest provides is this 6x6 Firewalker package, which is available with the alternative of 3 different bunk configurations. This flatbed variant is supplied by Bedrock, but the more interesting parts are all underneath the bunk. A 6.8-liter SOC V-10 routes its 288 horsepower and 424 pounds-to-feet of torque cab through the conventional F550 transfer case. From there it runs forward to the standard hub-locking front axle and aft to another gearbox, which separates ability evenly between the intermediate and rear axles. These are both standard Ford rear axles, and here they're supported by F550 front coil spring times. The rear axle occupies the standard 169-inch wheelbase posture. The intermediate one helps boost the GVW rating to Skeeter recertified rating of 18,000 pounds. Its hull rating is 18,500 pounds. That's roughly equivalent to the rating of a Class 3 chassis, which when furnished similarly for order obligation can cost near double the $250,000 asking price for the 6x6 Firewalker. Is in accordance with Skeeter representatives. Just don't expect even our Johnny Lieberman to get air in this one. It weighs much more and its tires are merely rated for 65 miles per hour. If something about this Super Duty seems a little off, that's because when beginning the build of this agile off-roader, BDS Suspensions started out with a regular taxi F250 XLT, then abridged the wheelbase to 126 inches to accommodate a short box. Said box was then flared to accommodate the massive BF Goodrich Baja-Tac AR 42 by 14.5 by 20-inch tires on Stasworks Cheyenne 8 11.0 by 20-inch rotates. BDS suspension upgrades include a front fork link and rear trailing arm changeover with Fox 2.5 DSC coilovers and 3.0-inch external bypass stoopers rendering 14 inches of rotation trip. Fox 2.0 IFP bump stops soften the hardest arrivals. The axles are F450 Dana 60/M310 lug augers operating 4.30. 1 gearing, custom Rogue Racing bumpers, rigid industry lighting, and AMP Research power steps round out the bundle, which became its official debut last fall at the SEMA show. This brawny short cab/short box Chevy truck is a bit of a whodunit, as there weren't information provided and no company representatives were standing by. All we are aware for sure is the fact that it features quite a lot of BDS suspension hardware, including a big hoist kit, new BDS control limbs in front, recoil traction bars in the back, and Fox shocks. We also dig the retro graphics packet that no doubt invigorated the retro auto nomenclature.